Something is approaching humanity, something vast and irreversible, something that will divide reality into two different paths. This isn't symbolic or poetic. It is a real quantum transition, a moment when Earth begins to express itself through two distinct frequencies. Those who remain in one will no longer be able to perceive those who shift into the other. And if you are here, if you felt an inexplicable pull toward these words, if something vibrates inside you as you read, you are already entering the frequency of the 1% destined to experience the change. This is not mysticism disguised as science, nor is it religious prophecy rewritten. It is the point where quantum physics and ancient knowledge describe the same phenomenon in different languages. What sages called ascension and what physicists call quantum bifurcation are two ways of describing a consciousness that rises beyond the limits of its old world. When awareness reaches a certain threshold, it can no longer remain bound to the lower frequency that shaped it. It must expand. It must shift. If you feel time speeding up, if reality seems unstable, if improbable events are occurring more often, you are not imagining it. The quantum field is destabilizing in preparation for reorganization. It's like water approaching its boiling point, vibrating faster and faster until suddenly it transforms into vapor. Earth is approaching its own point of transition, and only those whose consciousness resonates with the new frequency will naturally shift with it. The 1% is not chosen through worthiness, morality, or spiritual accomplishment. It is chosen by frequency alone. You cannot force it. You cannot pretend to have it. When your consciousness aligns with the new earth, it simply happens. And if these words strike you with the force of recognition rather than curiosity, then the shift inside you has already begun. Every ancient culture foresaw this moment. The Hopi spoke of entering the fifth world. The Maya described the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. The Vedic scriptures spoke of transitions between ages. Christianity imagined the rapture. Buddhism envisioned collective enlightenment. Different myths pointing to the same quantum transformation. And now, for the first time in human history, it is happening globally, simultaneously, tangibly. The split has already begun. Some people are experiencing increasing chaos and heaviness. Others are witnessing synchronicities, rapid manifestations, and strange shifts in perception. It is not because one group is luckier. It is because they are inhabiting different frequency bands while still sharing the same physical space. Two realities on the same earth. Right now, something is activating in your field. It cannot be turned off. It cannot be undone. It is like an internal code, awakening because you are ready for the next stage. Even your breath feels different, lighter, charged with information as if the air carries signals meant only for you. And that sensation is real. Quantum information can be transferred through resonance, not through logic. The shift is unfolding not because some external force is selecting you, but because consciousness is outgrowing its old environment. Reality can only support certain frequencies, and as Earth rises, consciousness must rise with it, or remain where it is. Those who stay are not wrong or doomed. They are simply aligned with a different phase of learning. The universe does not judge. It organizes by resonance. Signs appear as you get closer to the new frequency. Time becomes fluid. Memories shift. Events unfold with impossible precision. Thoughts manifest faster than before. Intuitive knowledge floods your awareness. Old relationships dissolve while new connections feel ancient and familiar. Your reality begins to customize itself around your inner state rather than external circumstances. You may also experience the in-between space, where nothing feels stable. You are not fully in the old earth anymore, yet not anchored in the new one. Identities dissolve, emotions intensify, structures collapse. This is not depression, failure, or confusion. It is the death of the limited self you built to survive in the old dimension. Something new is emerging, your true consciousness, finally free from the density that once constrained it. The transition is not about becoming someone else. It is about remembering who you've always been. As the shift deepens, fear loses its power. Problems stop feeling like traps and become gateways. Synchronicities multiply. Reality responds more directly to your thoughts and emotions. Relationships transform from need-based to resonance-based. You stop reacting and start creating. You no longer fight against life. You move with it. You see meaning in what once felt random. You feel guided by an intelligence that seems to rise from within and around you at the same time. Then comes the choice. Not a choice of the mind, but of the soul. You cannot bring the old world with you. You cannot hold on to what no longer matches your frequency. To step into the new earth, you must release everything built on fear, control, attachment, or illusion. This choice is not easy. It feels like stepping into the unknown without a guarantee. But the truth is that the guarantee comes only after you step. And when you do, reality reorganizes itself. The right people appear, new purpose emerges, unexpected opportunities open. It becomes clear that you were never walking into emptiness, you were walking into your true home. Beyond the threshold, the old world feels like a distant dream. You remember it, but you no longer belong to it. You no longer resonate with the heaviness, the density, the linearity of time. You see more clearly that consciousness is not inside the body. The body is inside consciousness. You sense the interconnection of all things. You feel aligned with something vast and intelligent. And once this awareness stabilizes, you cannot go back. Not because you reject the old world, but because your perception has expanded beyond its limits. Fear no longer defines you. Separation no longer blinds you. Reality no longer appears fixed. You see it as a living field responding to your vibration. Now take a breath and feel what's moving inside you. You are not the same as before. Something has shifted. The new earth is not an idea. It is a frequency rising within you. If these words feel like recognition rather than information, then you are already crossing the threshold. You are part of the 1% not because you sought it, but because your consciousness is ready. Watch what changes in your life in the coming days. Trust what appears, release what falls away. You are entering a phase where reality mirrors your inner state more than ever before. The transition has begun. The frequency is active. The doorway is open. And now, if you feel the call to continue this transformation with others who are awakening to the same frequency, take the next step. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Quantum Frequency of Mind, and walk into the new reality with a community that recognizes the same shift rising within you. Your evolution has already begun. Your world is changing, and you are stepping into the new earth.